Vegeta 2400 power level. I'm going to start by absolutely outing myself by saying I don't remember what this is from. I do not recall at all. There you go. I believe this is when he's back on Namek, maybe. I don't remember, if I'm honest. Because I know obviously when he was on Earth in this gear. Oh no, when he was on Earth he had the waist flaps, didn't he? So this must be for someone on Namek. I don't know. I don't know if he's referring to himself or an opponent. That feels like it's too low to be Frieza. So yeah, there you go. Don't know. If you know, let me know. Quality, we'll see, and legitimate. I think this one has a little bit of newer engineering, I think. But we will see. He has a lot more of a broad. We'll get him open. But he has a lot more of a broader chest. There's the side. There's the back. A lot more of an expressive anime cartoon face. Ooh, look at that. Can you see that? It looks like these shoulder pads operate in a different way. Because you know how much I despise how they normally do the shoulder pad articulation. Because it's fucking shit. There's the top. Right, let's crack this mother open. I've not opened a Dragon Ball in what seems like forever. Pop that open. Pop that open. Yes, it's a very sparse year for Dragon Ball. For me, not, it's not a big deal really. It's just I feel like if you get things constantly, it can just become the norm, It's just the instructions. Pop. Oh, you pop the complete arms off on this for the shoulders. The folded arm situation. Nice. But yeah, having less of a heavy gear just means you can enjoy and embrace it a bit more, I think, rather than it becoming the norm. But there you go. Here he is. Just sniff this mask. Well, that doesn't smell. To be fair, I can barely smell anything, to be honest with you. Let's undress this mask. What in the fuck? In the douche. Right. There we go. Here he is in all of his glory. His proportions are a lot. He feels a lot shorter and stockier. A little mark on him there. Can you see that on his left chest? If that all licked clean. No. It's a fucking shame, isn't it? Never mind. It's not super obvious. I don't remember this being the basic price point. So I'm a bit disappointed in terms of accessories, if I'm honest. That being said, if he is the Vegeta, that one sort of basic price, 30 quid. I'm more forgiving and then coming with no other real accessories. But if he was the 60 quid sort of mark or whatever, then this guy should be coming with a bit more than what he has come with. in my humble opinion. Look at that. I mean, it's not ideal still, but it's fucking better. You know? Slow this fucking camera down because he's a little guy. Poor little chap. Right. China. If that's important to you. This guy, unlike new Goku's, this guy is still blessed with rear leg movement. Because he doesn't have a butt cheek. Or a solid butt cheek anyway. Yeah, lower half still feels very older Vegeta, to be fair. I thought you'd be able to get a bit more out of this. I don't know why. I just feel like... Is it a stiff joint, maybe? I just feel like it should be more than just that. I suppose that's fine. But I would just expecting a bit more. I'll get these things out of the way. Butterfly is trying. But the fucking sculpt, man. Oops. Oh. Come on, me old mate. Back on you go. There we go. Let's pop back on. Pop back on all right. Let me just... I was just expecting a bit more articulation from him, I think. I don't know. To be fair, this shoulder articulation, these shoulder pads are a lot better. It just seems silly to begin with, but you do that, get his arm in a pose or whatever, and then just sort of put that in the area. You know, it's still not amazing, but that's still pretty good, I think. You know. I just don't know why they just can't. I don't know why these shoulder pads are such a mystery to the design engineers. I just don't rightly know. I mean, a double jointed elbow, but the joint into his upper arm is a little bit stiffer than his lower one. This one's not fucking barely moving at all. What the fuck? Oh dear. And his head neck area, his neck is very free, possibly too free. There's a lot of gappage, but I'll say his head movement's probably all the way down there. Yeah, who's Vegeta looking like that at? Huh? Whom is Vegeta looking down at to that degree? And up there. Sort of there to keep the sculpt intact, then you get that little bit if you wanted to expose him. See, if you did that, but you kept all the joints in there, like sprayed them black or had them black, it wouldn't be a big deal, I don't think. I don't know. But there we are. Here he is. Just live there for a second, and let's have a look. I think the selling point of this is these faces. Here is face number 1. Here's face number 2. This face. I don't know why, but this face reminds me of the Dracula from Hotel Transylvania. And then you have Smoke Face. I'm not sure how well that's. Get that camera right. That's coming off. But yeah, a lot more expressive, a bit more detail. Now his signature folded arms. You get not many hands, to be fair. You get, stop right there, thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Hands, or if you want to jumble it to super, okay. You get titty squeezy hands. So he had these hands in the locker before he even met Bulma. And then he has some high five hands, who he also uses to high five himself because he's a knob. There you go. There is hand selection. I feel like he's missing a pair of hands. Is that normally what Vegeta gets? There you go. That's what you get. Let's try him with. Let's try these on him. Are these all? These all have. Yeah, this is the only one that has an ear. Does this ear remove? Yes. This ear here removes, so you can have scouted or unscouted looks for him. So, let's just push this off without penetrating myself. I have enough injuries on my hand at the moment. Thank you very much. Let's put on this shouty face. And it's a very secure and lovely fit. His chin does hinder his downward movement. That can come off. Let's see what it looks like with the scouter on him. His neck seems a little bit loose. I assume the scouter fits on every head. Yes, it seems to fit in there alright. Trigger, there we go. That seems silly. Oh, you know what? Let's go full silly. Let's pop that off. Okay. Last time. That one was alright. And let's these come apart, which obviously I know. The fuck? So if that, how the fuck how'd you get that in there? Is that it? That's very loose, that is. I've got to go under his... I suppose it doesn't need to be that tight, does it? It's only going to be sat in one place. There you go. You're getting no more of a spread than that. I think I was doing the articulation and got distracted. I didn't think I did his bottom half. Or did I start at his waist and just go up? I don't know. Weird. Out of practice, I suppose. But yeah, that's all you get from there. It doesn't seem like it should be, you know. The feet, or the foot articulation is dirt. Right. There you go. Oh, his balance is a bit shit, why do you? Come on, lad, stand up. The weight of his head's really fucking his balance up. There you go. There's a silly pose for Vegeta, arms folded, screaming, and he's got a scatter on. I just think his scatter on that face looks a bit silly. His blue on camera is a little bit off. It's a bit, I think, darker on the camera. Just worth noting. Let's just let's put another face on him and get rid of this one. Let's do this one. Boom, there we go. I like this face. I've got to deal with these. I'm just going to take these. Actually, no, well, hold on. Before I do that, hold your horses. Mind the horses. There you go. Jeez, this guy's struggling to balance. Is it to do with his feet, maybe? I don't know. It's not like he's leaning back or anything. That's pretty much, I'd say, straight. There you go. Right, there he is with this. Well, there he is by himself. Obviously, if that wasn't clear. And here he is with this Scouter variant. Oh, this one comes with the digits on the screen. That's pretty cool. Right off the bat, faces are much better on this. Much more expressive. It looks more like Vegeta. different colour, yellow, orange, whatever. Also, these aren't 1-for-1. This is Earth armour. This is Vegeta when he's on Earth with Nappa, and this is Vegeta on Namek. I don't know if the armour does change colour. I can't remember. So this one might be accurate. That one also might be accurate. I don't know. But this is just the closest comparison one to do. This just operates on those shitty joints that I despise. So upper arm articulation is better on this guy. But other than that, I think it's pretty much quite similar in terms of articulation. Obviously the sculpt is massively different. He has much more of a wider, broader upper chest than Slim Jim here. So yeah, there you go. And seeing these side by side, there's something about these armor flaps now. They look like wings. These look like they sit a lot more naturally. But yeah, there you go. There's that comparison. Not much of a comparison, if I'm honest, but there you go. And we'll just bring this chap in to do a very simple just head swap. I'm not going through the whole fucking gambit because I'm just not arsed with doing that. And fuck you. And this Vegeta will only be having this head on him anyway, so I'm not going to be doing any swapping in the display, but for the sake of it we will have a look. This is the same head that Vegeta's had for the same size. I mean, so if this peg fits, then they all will. Although his face looks way too small. Bit of a loose joint as well. That just doesn't seem to be. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted the colours are a little bit off. I think his face looks too big for this body. The proportions aren't right. I think this way round, the head looks a bit too small, and the neck looks fucking way too big. If you wanted to swap them, you could probably swap them. A bit of blue tack or something just to thicken the joint out if needed, and you'd be fine. But I don't think it looks very good. Is my humble opinion on the matter. Okay, slide that in your prick. Right, let's put him back together. There we are. Let's take these. Let's see how these come apart. Is this going to be a nightmare, or what we're saying, what we're thinking? That's come all right there. That's come off all right there. And so is that. Lovely jubilee. And then that's a ball joint. Is that a ball joint? What is that? Oh no, just a nubbin. Just a little nubbin. And we will arm him up. Okay. That joint does want to disappear into his body a bit, but if you just follow it in, you'll be fine. Take it from me, I am an expert. Well, let's just change some hands a bit. Let's go. Go this one. Two grab it hands. I like that. Even that first, this little pose here. It's definitely an improvement. It is by no means the jump in terms of quality and look and articulation that Goku got from 2 to 3. But it is an improvement nonetheless. This guy could really have done with energy effect as well. Like a Gallic gun. Like how often do we get a Gallic gun? Fucking hardly ever. How often do we get a fucking Kamehameha all the bastard time? Not complaining, but this guy could do with a bit more cal, a bit more energy. You know, if you know what I'm saying. Energy attack, energy beam, energy ball. Well, speaking of Gallic gun, let's just, if we would have got one. This is the Self-High 500, isn't it? Or Final Flash. Oh, Final Flash, sorry, that's what I'm thinking of. Oh, it's fucking. That armor, man. Armor gets in the way so much. That is, I think, about the best you're gonna get that. Which isn't great, all things considered. That again is. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That was pretty cool, to be fair. I'm not enamoured by this by any means. It's an improvement. It's good. It's not amazing. These swivels are a little bit. Can we get him in some sort of dynamic position, some sort of dynamic pose, perhaps? Or is he gonna go full? Got to sort of dislodge his angle by look of things. Come on, we're better than that. Are we better than that? We might not be better than that. Come on, just hold. Hold for me. Hold for me. There you go. A lot of effort for an okay sort of a pose. I mean, the shoulder pads, 100% improvement, to be honest with you. I just feel that they should be able to get more out of a Vegeta sculpt at this point, you know, in terms of what articulation you can get and stuff. Like the bottom half is so, especially after messing with like Goku and some of the other Saiyans and that. I just feel there's. I just feel there's more that they can. There's more to be done. I don't know. I'm no design engineer. I'm sure they don't make it limited on purpose. But like the feet, like look at the feet. Look at that. How is that good? Oh, pardon me. And a tilt that's that. Like that's his leg straight, and that's the tilt. Yeah, and like I feel like Piccolo's feet are incredibly movable and articulated. So I don't know why this. I mean, maybe this bottom half needs to be a softer plastic, so it's. I don't know. And his toes only giving you that as well. And there might be more to it, but I just don't really want to force it if it's not. But even like the toe line, you can only get that. Like I'm aware that people, well, most, I don't know, I can't get mine, to be fair, much fairer than that, but this is a fucking toy of a cartoon. So why can't you get 90 there to help with posing and stuff? Like, what good is that? When these are fucking martial artists who should be a bit flexible. Hyping up, giving himself a high five, look. Right. Still, it's pretty cool. Not a welder. A step in the right direction. I would have just liked for that step to be broader, like a bigger step, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But there you go. That is. If anyone knows what 2400 level refers to, that'd be cool to know. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.